Good morning, students. This is class ninth physics, chapter number 8, motion. Our today's topic is velocity. So, children, in this session, we will learn to define velocity. We will state the SI unit of velocity. We will be able to define after the class the various categories of velocity, that is uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, the average velocity and instantaneous velocity. And we will solve some numericals based on average velocity. So let's start with the topic first, that is velocity. So children, velocity is defined as the displacement per unit time. Velocity can be defined as displacement per unit time. Right, Vita? So you can write velocity as displacement upon time. Okay. Now you know displacement is a vector quantity. It requires direction. So it means velocity also should be a vector quantity and it should also require direction, right? So velocity is speed plus direction. Velocity is speed plus direction. So velocity can be defined as the displacement of a body per unit time, or it is the speed of a body moving in a particular direction. If we specify direction along with speed, it is velocity. So velocity is a vector quantity, right? Velocity requires direction for its description. Now children, the SI unit of velocity is displacement SI unit meter, time SI unit second. So the SI unit of velocity is meter per second, same as that of speed, which can be written as meter s raised to minus 1. So velocity can be defined as displacement of an object per unit time, that is upon time. Right children? Now, let's move to the next slide. Now, children, velocity. As we know, displacement is a vector quantity and the values possible for displacement are displacement can be positive, it can be zero, it can be negative also, because we know that it is a vector quantity. It depends upon direction, right? So as displacement values possible are positive, zero and negative, so velocity can also have zero value, positive value or negative value. Now how the value of displacement negative is possible? So children, we know displacement is the shortest distance between the initial position I and the final position. But if we give the distance from final to initial, the distance will be same. If for suppose you say my velocity, ma'am, it is 5 meter per second, and if you say ma'am my velocity is minus 5 meter per second, means you are giving me the velocity but the direction is opposite. Okay, for example, if I draw a x-axis here, y-axis here and origin here, suppose you are moving from 2 to 5, then your displacement will be positive, that is 3, right? But suppose you are moving from 5 to 3, so your initial velocity is 5 and your final velocity is 2. So what is your displacement? Your displacement will be in the negative direction. So your displacement is going to be minus 3. And as your displacement is negative, your velocity will be negative. Right, beta? Okay. So the possible values of velocity are positive, 0 and negative. Now children, you all know that velocity is speed and direction both. Speed plus direction. So if I want to change velocity, how can I change? I can change by changing the speed. If I change speed, I can change velocity. If I change the direction, I can change velocity. And if I change both speed and direction, then also I can change velocity. So children, Velocity can be changed in three ways: by changing the object's speed, by changing the direction of motion, or by changing both the speed and the direction. So these are the three ways in which you can change the velocity of an object. Okay, now let's proceed towards the first classification of velocity, and that is uniform velocity. Now we are very much familiar with the word uniform. Now velocity is displacement upon time. Velocity is displacement upon time. So here the displacement, the object is covering equal displacement in equal interval of time, and velocity, as we know, it is a vector quantity, so we need to tell something about direction also, and here the direction is not changing. So if a body covers equal displacement in equal time interval without changing the direction, then the velocity of an object is called uniform velocity or constant velocity. Right, beta? Next is non-uniform velocity. So non-uniform velocity means the body is covering unequal displacement in equal interval of time. Then that is there your velocity is non-uniform velocity, or you can also call it as variable velocity. Right, beta? Okay. Now let's move towards the velocity, that is your average velocity. Now children, average velocity, you need to be little careful over here. Here we are having two cases. First is when your velocity is non-uniform, or the velocity is changing by non-uniform rate. Non-uniform rate we know, that is, suppose here you can see this is for 1 hour, this is 1 hour, this is for second hour, this is for third hour, this is for fourth hour, and this is for fifth hour. So if you see, your object is moving on a straight path, right? In the first hour, it is covering a distance of 30 kilometers. It is covering a displacement, rather it is moving on a straight path. So we will use the word displacement. So the body is covering a displacement of 30 kilometers. In the second 1 hour, it is covering a displacement of 20 kilometers. Then in the third hour, it is covering a displacement of 10 kilometers. Then a displacement of 40 kilometers. And finally, in the last 1 hour, it is covering a displacement of 25 kilometers. So here you can see that the displacement is unequal. So the displacement, yeah, the body is covering unequal displacement in equal interval of time, and it is moving on a straight path. Direction is not changing. So this is your non-uniform velocity. Here the velocity is changing by non-uniform rate. So if in this case you want to find the average velocity, then how you will find average velocity? Then your formula for average velocity will be total displacement by total time taken. So total of this displacement by total time taken, if I add this 10 plus 20 plus 10, that is 60, 60 plus 40 is 100, 100 plus 25 is 125. So total displacement is 125 kilometers and total time is 5 hours. Suppose I put it in hours, then it is 5 hours. So my average velocity will come out to be 25 kilometer per hour. This is the formula for average velocity when the velocity is changing by non-uniform rate, right? Now children, if the velocity is changing by uniform rate, means your displacement is equal, right? So here in this case, you can see the displacement in the first 1 hour is 30 kilometers. The displacement in the second 1 hour is 30 kilometers again. The displacement in the third 1 hour is 30 kilometers again. In the next 1 hour again, the displacement is 30 kilometers. So the body is moving with equal displacement in equal time. That is, time is 1 hour. So here children, the formula for average velocity will be initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2. Initial velocity we will show it with u. Final velocity we are going to show it with v. So it is u plus v by 2. Right, beta? This is the formula for average velocity when the velocity is changing with uniform rate. Okay. Now let's move towards the instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous means the velocity at that particular instant of time, right? So you can define instantaneous velocity as the velocity of an object at a particular instant of time is called the instantaneous velocity. Right, beta? Okay. Now let's move to the next point, and that is under what condition, children, the average speed and average velocity will be equal. So children, you know the formula for average velocity. Average velocity and average speed. Average speed is total distance by total time. And average velocity is this total displacement upon total time. So if children, the displacement and distance, if they become equal, then average velocity and average speed equal ho jayenge na? So let's see. And what is the difference in distance and displacement? It is only with the direction, beta. So if the object is moving on a straight path, suppose here it is at 0 kilometers and here it is at 10 kilometers. So what is the distance covered by the body? 10 kilometers. What is the displacement? 10 kilometers. So when an object is traveling along a straight path, then the distance traveled by an object will be equal to the displacement. And once distance become equal to displacement, the average speed will be equal to the average velocity. So this is the condition when the average speed and average velocity will be equal. That is when an object is moving on a straight path. Okay, beta. Now let's see some numericals based on average speed. Let's read the question. Children, Joseph, he is jogging, right? Joseph is doing jogging from one end A to the other end B of a straight 300-meter road in 2 minutes 30 seconds, right, beta? So Joseph is jogging from A to B, and this distance, sorry, A to B is still here. A to B, and this distance is 300 meter. In what time? 2 minutes 30 seconds. 2 minutes 30 seconds means 2 minutes is 120 seconds plus 30 seconds means in 150 seconds. So in 150 seconds, Joseph is jogging from point A to B, that is 300 meter, right? And then he returns around and jogs 100 meter back to point C. फिर वो jogging करता हुआ he comes to point C. And this is how much? This is 100 meter. Right, beta? In 1 minute. 1 minute means 60 seconds. So here the time he took is 60 seconds to come from B to C. Right? What we have to find? We have to find the average speed and velocity. Both average speed and average velocity. In two cases. First is from A to B and second is from A to C. Okay, beta? So let's start. Okay. Now be very careful. It is very easy. Okay. Okay. So firstly, from A to B, from A to B as the object is moving on a straight path, right? Let's find the total distance. The total distance Joseph is jogging is AB, that is 300 meter, right? Displacement is the shortest distance between the initial point and final point. Initial point is A, final point is B. So that is also AB. So 300 meters, same. Distance and displacement are same. What is the total time? We know that Joseph is jogging from point A to B and he took 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds means 150 seconds. So time is 150 seconds. Let's calculate the value of average speed and average velocity. Let's move towards the next slide. So if you see the next slide, average speed. Average speed is total distance by total time. Total distance 300 meter, time is 150. So answer is average speed is 2 meter per second, right? Average velocity, what is the formula? instead of distance, you are having displacement. So it is displacement, total displacement upon total time. Distance and displacement were equal in this case because the object is moving on a straight path. So it is again 300 meter upon 150 seconds. So again the average velocity is same 2 meter per second as the object is moving on a straight path. Now let's see what will be the case from A to C. Now children, be careful. Let's return to the diagram. A to C. Let me zoom the diagram and we will find out the distance and time over here. Okay. Now children, when he is going from A to B, distance is 300 kilometer, 300 meter. Then he is returning to point C, which is a distance of 100 meter. Right. From A to B, so total distance is what? Total distance when he is going from A to C. The person Joseph is running from A to C. But first he is going from A to B and then he is going from B to C. So total distance is 300 plus 100. So this is the total distance, that is 400 meter. And what is the time taken, beta? Time taken ACB, what is the time? 2 minutes 30 seconds. That is 150 seconds. And from going from B to C is 1 minute more. If you read the question carefully, 1 minute means 60 seconds. So the total time is 210 seconds, right, beta? So from A to C, the distance is 400 meter and the time is 210 seconds, right? Let's put this value in average speed. So children, your average speed will be total distance by total time, and we found out the total distance to be 400 meter from A to C and total time to be 210. So let's put this value over here. So our total distance is 400 upon time is 210, so it is 40 by 21. So your average speed is 1.90 meter per second. Okay, beta. Now let's calculate the displacement from point A to C. So Joseph is jogging from point A to B and then to C. So initial position is A and final position of Joseph is C. So displacement, we know it is the shortest distance between the initial position and final position. Initial position A, final position C. So what is the distance, this shortest distance between AC? It is 200 meter. Time is same. Time is 210 seconds, right? 210 कैसे आया? 150 plus 60 seconds, right? Let's put this value for average velocity because we know average velocity is displacement upon total time. Displacement is 200 meter. Let's put this value here. Upon time is 210 seconds. So it is 20 by 10, that is 0.95 meter per second. Okay, beta. Let's solve one more numerical based on average speed and average velocity. So that is over here. The question is, Abdul driving to school computes the average speed for his trip to be 20 kilometers per hour. So children, Abdul is going to school from his home, right? So his speed when he is going to school is 20 kilometers per hour, right? Speed is slow when he is going to school. On his return, when he is returning back along the same route, he is following the same route, same रास्ते पे वापस आ रहा है, there is less traffic and so his average speed is 40. वापस आते वक्त उसकी average speed 40 होगी 20 से because the traffic was less and moreover you are having the joy to go back home, na? What we want to find? We need to find the average speed for Abdul's trip. So here you can see that the velocity is changing by non-uniform rate. The velocities are not same. So the formula for average speed you are going to use is total distance by total time. So here you have to find the total distance and time taken during the journey. So let's start with finding the total distance and time. So children, when Abdul is moving from home to school. Suppose he is covering a distance of s kilometers and he is coming back on the same route, right, beta? So distance of the trip is s while going, and while coming also it will be s, right? Okay. And while going, his speed is 20, right? So here what we are going to do, here we are going to find the time. We are going to make t subject of formula. So we know speed is v equals to distance upon time. If we make t subject of formula, t will come here, velocity will go down. So you will have t equals to s by v, right? This is the total time for coming and going. Now we will find the total, now we'll find the time taken by Abdul when he's going to school. So let us call that time as T1. So T1 will be equal to S, distance to same ही है S, velocity is V1. While going, suppose the average velocity is V1, जिसकी value हमें दी है 20 kilometers per hour, right? But we are calculating the time when he's going to school. Okay. Now we will calculate the time when he's returning back. So let that time be T2. So time is distance. Distance is S upon velocity. Let the velocity be V2. And we know V2 is 40. Hai na beta? Now, what is the total time? Total time is T1 plus T2, right? Now we know the formula for average speed. Average speed is total distance by total time. Hai na beta? Total distance is what? S plus S, because जाते वक्त का distance भी S है, आते वक्त का distance भी S है. So total distance is S plus S. Total time T1 plus T2, as you can see. T1 is the time taken when he's going to school, and T2 is the time taken when he's coming back to home, right? So T1 plus T2. So we will put this value of T1 and T2 over here, right? So let's put that values and let's calculate. So instead of T1, we will put S upon V1. Instead of T1, we will put S by V1. So at the top, total distance is S plus S to S. T1 plus T2. T1 is S by V1 and T2 is S by V2, right? Now we will take S common. If it remove S common, it is 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. SS will get cancelled. You will have 2, SS will get cancelled, and what you will be left with? You will be left with 2 upon 1 by V1 plus V1 by V2. Now if you take the LCM, children, LCM will be V1, V2. So here you will multiply by V2, here you will multiply by V1. So what you will get, this is nothing but it is equal to V1 plus V2 upon V1 into V2. Now this term is in denominator's denominator. So this term will go up with 2. So you will have T V1 V2 over here. T V1 V2 upon V1 plus V2, right? Now what we will do, we'll just put the values over here. We will put value of V1 is how much? 20. V2 value is 40. 20, 40. So that values will put V1 20, V2 40. So 2 into 20 into 40 upon 20 plus 40. So when you calculate this, your value for velocity will come out to be 80 upon 3, which is equal to 26.67 kilometers per hour. So this is how you will calculate the average speed when your speed is changing by non-uniform rate. Your average speed is not equal. First, you will find total distance. Our total distance was 2s, that is S plus S. And then we found out total time, that is T1 and T2. And we put the values and we calculated it. Okay, so this is it. Thank you.